And we're here tonight at the Venn Gallery in Queen Street, Perth, for Tom Freeman's first major solo exhibition titled Formative. Of speaking with two lovely ladies from Venn Gallery, and they are
Bayush
and Desi.
Now, who's going to tell me something about the artwork in this room here?
Okay, well, this is by Kate McMillan, and she's actually quite a well-established artist based here in WA. She's been making work for well over a decade and has just recently relocated to London. So it was a really interesting process for us because, you know, we're collaborating with her to make the body of work. So she was kind of directing us from across the oceans. She's kind of known for doing, I guess, photographic work, but does paintings that you can see here, and these are actually installations. So they're, I guess, maybe not something that everyone will be familiar with. An installation work will, you know, often put together different objects and materials and position them in a certain way to bring about a certain I guess, association or talk about certain concepts or ideas, I guess. Kate often works with, I guess, different histories, working with, I guess, the interiors, thinking about things that are going on, you know, internally in our minds, and she's, I guess, asking audiences to maybe, you know, actually reflect on what this might mean. Like, it seems like quite a simple thing to do. I mean, all art is really asking us to do that, but I think she's asking audiences in particular to maybe have a seat, to think about what these paintings might mean, what are their associations, I guess. I haven't had a sit in the seat, and do you know what? Not many people have, and I think because people aren't used to being able to actually touch. Yeah. But yeah, so if you see this and you come to the show, you're more than welcome to sit in the seat. This is actually a sculpture that she's made from some clay residue from the bottom of the salt lakes in Rottnest. So Rottnest has been a place that she's long sort of looked into in terms of, I guess, our Australia's colonial history and that intersection between those ideas about Rottnest and, I guess, Australian identity, our history with, you know, Aboriginal people, and then pairing that with, I guess, a European landscape that, again, has some connection to us as well. And yeah, I mean, there's I guess, lots of different ways of interpreting a work like this, but she's, again, asking people to reflect.
In the area where we've got Tom Freeman's work displayed here, what can you tell us about his exhibition tonight?
Well, Tom Freeman is another local artist. He's probably more in the emerging artist category. So he's been practicing and exhibiting for, I guess over 5, maybe nearly 10 years. I should know, but around that sort of time. So this is actually one of his first major solo exhibitions in WA. He's had quite a few, I guess, group exhibitions and has been involved with lots of different projects. But yeah, we're really excited to be able to present his first major solo show. Body of work that is looking at sort of family history and nostalgia, but then he's kind of expanded on that to look at, I guess, materials and art making and things like that as well. So there's a few different layers within the exhibition. Often been looking at his family history over the past few years, and in particular looking at his grandparents that are from the UK. And he actually did a visit to the UK in 2008 to the town where his grandparents are from, which is Kettering in the UK. And his grandfather worked at a library there, and he I guess found that quite an interesting, connection, and wanted to get to know a bit more about, the space and the fact that the library's still there, it's still working, and, maybe I guess getting to experience what his grandfather would have experienced many years ago. So he was allowed to go into the library and photograph the space, but he wasn't allowed to actually photograph people within the space for whatever reason. So he ended up with a series of photographs that actually were above head height. They were photos of the building itself. To then develop these paintings. So you can sort of see that there's lots of different types of forms within these, and some of them might sort of conjure up architecture or space, but really he's kind of abstracted those elements. He's taken some of those forms and things, and then I guess some of them are quite geometric, some of them really, I think, explore colour in a really lovely way. Very carefully produces all of these. I mean, they look, very delicate and small, but they're incredibly time-consuming to create. He will start by sort of sanding down the wood that you see here, and then applying the paint in a really careful manner to get these shapes and textures. And I think hopefully you can capture some of that on the screen. But they're really delicately produced works. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm Tom's sister.
Oh, what a lovely honour to meet you.
Yeah.
Tom hasn't spoken with me yet because he's a little bit shy, but what do you think about coming to an exhibition of his first major solo exhibition? It's a really big achievement.
Yeah, it's really exciting. Yeah, our whole family is very happy for him.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So have you seen him working on any of these pieces or any of artworks in the past?
No, I haven't seen any of these pieces, but his last exhibition that was here we came to, and it had gorgeous paintings of the churches and stuff in Kettering. And obviously, we know the history of the family, and, it's sweet having that connection with our grandfather in Kettering, which is where my mum was born and stuff like that. He went over there to kind of explore it a bit more, I think, and my grandma was also a librarian, and my grandpa as well, and they met in the library and fell in love.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. some of the stuff at the house that my mum was born at and things like that. But yeah, I haven't seen anything about the library before that.
It's quite different to what I was expecting. We were just saying that you build up an image, seeing the images on the little flyers, and then you come and it's quite different to what I was actually thinking it was. As I say, I was expecting these to be much bigger, but they're quite intricate and you have to really, get quite close to them to see them.
They seem fairly simplistic. Maybe that's what they were going for. I'm not sure. I don't know.
And you get out to many of the other galleries in Perth and see what's happening?
Yeah, quite a bit. Every time we can. We love seeing all the things that are happening when we can.
Fantastic.
These materials some more. I want to keep working with paint and pine and these sorts of elements to produce something in the third dimension. And I mean, really, these are paintings that nearly do sit between, I guess, paintings and an object, but I think he took that even further with the production of these sculptures and the sculptures that sit on the shelves as well. And yeah, again, exploring, some of these shapes, the forms, the colour, the process, and he was really experimenting. Like, he was really playing with these different materials to then create an object that he felt, connected all these ideas together.
Are you enjoying the night, first of all?
It's a great night, yeah, it's fantastic.
Fantastic. Are you here with friends or family?
Yeah, we're here with a few friends, just to check the art out. It's a good show.
Fantastic. How did you hear about tonight?
It's a long story.
I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, well, my girlfriend sort of runs Venn, so that's why I'm here.
Do you have to come to all her exhibitions then?
I have to, yeah, that's my job.
That's very good of you. Fantastic. Well done.
Yeah.
I have to say, good support.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about the exhibition that's on here tonight with Tom and Kate's work?
I've had the best look of it yet. I'm yet to, because being the girlfriend's show, you've got to space everyone you know's here. So I haven't actually managed to have a great look, but I will in a minute.
Because we'll be back with more at the Venn Gallery after the break on Gallery Watch.